Kourtney Kardashian finally reveals why she will never marry Scott Disick. Welcome back to Binge-Worthy Network. After months of staying quiet about the topic, Kourtney Kardashian has finally cleared the air. Here is why the KUWTK star will never marry her ex-boyfriend Scott Disick. But before we jump in, hit that like and subscribe button to be notified and updated on the latest Hollywood drama and news. Ever since the first season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians aired in 2007, Kourtney Kardashian and Scott Disick have been one of the most famous couples in reality TV history. First getting together in 2006, the parents of three have been on a love roller coaster for nearly 15 years now. And just when we thought the KUWTK stars were finally moving on from one another, that's when things started to heat up between Scott and Kourtney. In the summer of 2020, numerous reports came to light, all seemingly confirming how Scott Disick still had feelings for his ex-girlfriend and the mother of his children, Kourtney Kardashian. These reports came after Scott broke it off with his ex-girlfriend of 3 years, Sofia Richie, in May of 2020. Soon after the breakup news started trending, insiders confirmed that the real reason why Sofia had to call it quits was because of Kourtney K. According to sources, Scott and Sofia have simmered down a little, and Scott has been making a big effort to refocus on himself and his family. Their relationship has taken a bit of a back seat, and it's not either of their main priorities right now. They have been off and on for 2 months. Sofia really pushed to make things work between them after they initially broke up, but Scott officially called it off recently and they are no longer speaking. Friends attributed their 15-year age difference becoming an issue. He is in a very much different place in his life, really focused on a more quiet lifestyle, his kids, and his investment business. And Sofia is really still trying to figure out what she wants to do, which drove them apart over time. It bothers Sofia to see Scott flirt with Kourtney on Instagram and publicly. She is making it a point to do her own thing. Scott is always going to be in love with Kourtney, and that's something Sofia has had to face since even before she got serious with him. It's been an ongoing thing. It just became more apparent that his family was more of a priority than she was, and his family would be his main priority over anything and anyone. But it wasn't only the insiders who opened up about the complicated love triangle, because in the most recent season 20 of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, the father of three revealed to Khloe K that his ex, Sofia Richie, had actually given him an ultimatum. Even when doing that, I feel like she just started wanting to, push Kourtney out. And I said, look, that's the most important thing to me, is my kids, and that's my family and the only family I have, including you guys along with it. And she was like, I don't want to share you as a boyfriend with Kourtney. And then she literally said with an ultimatum, you have to choose me or Kourtney. I said, how could you even want that for me? It just became like an impossible relationship to keep carrying on with. But that's not all Scott had to share in the upcoming episode of KUWTK. During his confessionals, the father of three broke down the situation. Nothing in a million years will be worth what we have, and I truthfully believe if the right person were to even come along into Kourtney's life or my life, us having children and having this amazing relationship would only be a plus to the outsider. Life gets really weird when you're living with someone and then your world just gets so small and you're spending 24 hours a day with people. I mean, you can look at the news and see that people are getting divorced left and right. And I definitely think it did create a problem between Sofia and I. And I think we kind of saw some things in each other that weren't us being on the same page, I guess. It wasn't too long after Scott's confession that many die-hard fans began assuming that he and Kourtney were finally going to get back together. And if fan theories weren't enough, the father of three actually admitted himself that he would love to marry his ex Kourtney. Along with explaining his breakup with model Sofia Richie, Scott Disick went on to state a shocking fact that he always imagined himself getting married to Kourtney. Declaring in one KUWTK episode, Scott told Kourt, I love you and I'm ready to marry you right here, right now. Kourtney knows that eventually we'll get married and live a good life. And can you guess who Kourtney responded? The Poosh creator said, I'm usually more prepared to talk to the family and so I don't even know how to react. Scott and I have had these talks before, so I just think him and I have our own private understanding of what would even need to happen for that to even be a consideration, and I just don't think it's really fair to talk about it in front of the whole family as if it's everyone's business. He's handsome, he's smart, he's funny, he's the dad of my kids. We have good energy. But that's not the only time Scott has brought up the topic of marriage. It's like, I have different expectations for our life, the way we treat each other, but it's kind of like one-sided. I play the role of a husband, I treat her like my wife, she talks to me like I'm her husband. It sucks sometimes. In a perfect world, Kourtney and I just end up being together and raising our family, but as you know, complications happen. And so, while Scott Disick may be ready to settle down with his ex-girlfriend and the mother of his children, it looks like Kourtney K has other plans for her future because, as you might have heard by now, the Push director is in a loving new relationship with her boyfriend and rock star Travis Barker. After years of being friends and loyal neighbors, the reality TV star and the Blink-182 drummer finally decided to take their relationship to the next level. And on February the 17th, 2021, Kourtney made her new love official on Instagram by posting a photo of her holding Travis's hand. It was soon revealed by insiders and close Kardashian pals that Kourtney and Travis had been seeing each other for a few months and were even taking their romance very seriously. Here's what the insider sources had to say about where Kourtney and Travis's love began. Kourtney and Travis are officially a couple. They have been close friends for years and have been dating for a couple months. Travis is very smitten with Kourtney and has been for a while. They're in Palm Springs together. They've been dating for about a month or two. They've been friends for a long time, but it's turned romantic. Travis has liked her for a while. Another source later went on to add how the mother of three is happy to be in a serious and committed relationship, unlike her past romance with ex Scott Disick, revealing how she feels much more comfortable and at ease with Travis. The source shared, Kourtney is at a place in her life now where she's ready for a relationship with a more mature guy. Her sisters love him. Kourtney is very happy with Travis. She wanted to confirm their relationship because it's something positive. She was single for a while and didn't expect that their relationship would turn romantic. She feels very fortunate. She loves spending time with Travis. As you might expect, as Kourtney and Travis's romance came out of nowhere, it took Scott Disick and the rest of the world by storm. Unfortunately, while the rest of the KUWTK fandom was on board with the Kourt-Travis train, it was Scott Disick who felt hurt and somewhat uncomfortable by the new romance. Close insiders and Disick pals soon revealed to online publications, Scott has really distanced himself from Kourtney recently. Of course, they are still cordial when it comes to the kids, but they aren't hanging out as much or doing things as a family. The communication has become strictly about the kids. He's glad she is happy, but it's definitely been hard on him. He doesn't like to bring it up, and it's a weird convo for him. At one point, the family was really encouraging Scott and Kourtney to try their relationship again, and it's a bit of an eye-opener for him that it's truly never going to happen. He is trying to adjust and be a grown-up about it, but seeing Kourtney get so serious with someone so quickly is not easy, especially someone they have known for so long. Scott has never been comfortable seeing Kourtney with guys, but this feels different. Kourtney is all in with Travis, and the kids like him too. It feels to Scott like they are merging their families and going full steam ahead. That has made him very uncomfortable, and he's trying to figure out where he fits in. Before Travis, Kourtney and Scott were together a lot, and of course now that has changed. Scott has always held out hope that he and Kourtney will end up together, and this is the first time he feels like someone else might prevent that. He doesn't want to see or hear about it, but he's trying to deal with it as best as he can. And so, while Scott Disick was busy planning his fairy tale wedding with Kourtney K, the reality TV star was in fact being happy in a new relationship. What do you think? Do you think Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker make a better couple than Scott Disick? Will Scott try to win back his ex Kourtney? Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and give us a like, and don't forget to turn on your post notifications and share this video with your friends. Goodbye everyone.